Welcome to this audiobook summary of hard work versus smart work. Which is better? Not just hard work, but the skill of choosing the right path is needed. For success at every destination, the right journey is required. Have you ever thought that the greatest success in the world doesn't come just from hard work? From childhood, we've been told that there's no substitute for hard work. But is this truly sufficient? After working for hours every day, many people continue living the same old life, while some achieve great success with less work. So what's the difference? The difference lies in your approach to work. This book teaches you how to move beyond the limitations of hard work and reach your destination through creativity, innovation, and the right strategy. Give wings to your dreams, but choose a new path. Passion of thought is greater than hard work. Hello friends, welcome once again to our channel Vorldrevolution. Today in this audiobook, we're going to discuss an extremely important topic called hard work versus smart work. Which is better? Friends, as always, I'll say again, only like this video if you enjoy it, otherwise don't. Friends, if any content creator is watching this video, later I'll tell you about AI software that will convert your hard work into smart work. This book has 10 chapters. Let's not waste your valuable time and move to chapter 1. And if you have earphones or headphones nearby, you can use them. Chapter 1. The Myth of Hard Work. Have you ever wondered why hard work is so glorified? We've heard sayings like, the fruit of labor is sweet, since childhood. But is hard work really everything? If hard work guaranteed success, laborers would be the richest people, and farmers who work day and night would be the happiest. So why this illusion? Let me tell you a small story. A poor farmer worked day and night to prepare his crop. He had thought that this year's hard work would change his life. But the rain didn't come on time, and the entire crop was ruined. Now the question is, was there any deficiency in his hard work? No, the deficiency was in the system and the right strategy. Hard work is necessary, but even more necessary is working in the right direction. In today's world, people ruin their life balance in the name of hard work. Working overtime at the office, working day and night, not getting enough sleep. All of these have been given the name of hard work. But the truth is that hard work is overrated because it guarantees exhaustion, not success. Thomas Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." But did you know that Edison leveraged his own hard work? He employed many scientists in his lab and only determined the direction himself. He worked hard, but in a smart way. A poem comes to mind. Destinations are reached by those who believe not in hard work, but in wisdom. If you keep running without thinking, you'll only end up with fatigue. But if you choose the right path, you can reach your destination with less effort. Have you ever seen how hard an ant works? But if it takes the wrong path, it won't reach its destination. Meanwhile, a hawk fixes its gaze from the sky and hunts at the right time. Both work hard, but the difference is in direction and strategy. The fact is that the world's richest people don't just work hard. They use leverage and systems. People like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and Mukesh Ambani don't do all their work themselves. They keep people around them who can turn their dreams into reality. If you think that working 16 hours is the key to success, then pause a moment. Listen to this joke. An officer asked a laborer, "You work so hard all day, why aren't you rich?" The laborer replied, "Sir, because hard work only fills the stomach, not the pocket." The officer fell silent. In today's era, mindset matters more than hard work. The right planning, smart work, and the company of the right people can take you to a place where hard work alone can never reach. So the next time someone says that hard work is everything, tell them that hard work only works when the direction is right. Remember, it's not about how hard you work, it's about how smart you work. Chapter 2. The Cost of Hustle Culture. Rise and grind has become a mantra that today's generation has made a part of their life. If you're not working at 4 a.m., you're made to feel like you're falling behind in life's race. But have you ever thought about what the real cost of this hustle culture is? Here's a small story. Ravi worked at a multinational company. He was always the first to arrive at the office and the last to leave. Even on holidays, he was seen with his laptop. His friends considered him a source of inspiration. But one day, Ravi had a heart attack at the office at the age of 35. The doctor said that lack of sleep, stress, and an unhealthy lifestyle had destroyed his health. Ravi's struggle inspired everyone, but this struggle consumed him. This is the cost of hustle culture. It makes us believe that our worth is measured only by the hours we work. The more you work, the more successful you'll be. But is that really true? A poem comes to mind. Running day and night doesn't bring you to destinations. Losing yourself doesn't create a story. Hustle culture has taught us that resting is a weakness, but the truth is that without rest, you cannot last longer. Science says it loud and clear. When you constantly overwork, your productivity begins to decrease. You may have heard that burnout is just a fancy term, but it truly destroys your mental and physical health. Now, listen to an interesting fact. In Japan, there's a word called karoshi, which means death from overwork. Think about it. When a culture has normalized overwork to such an extent that it has created a word for it, how dangerous must it be? Hustle culture doesn't just consume your body, but also your relationships. Those friends who created college memories with you now only exist as seen in your messages. Your parents long to see you, and your children only know the laptop lying on your chair. Here's a bitter truth. If you don't balance your life today, your body will force you to tomorrow. We admire the success of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, but we don't see that thousands of people in their team work behind their success. Trying to be Superman alone will only exhaust you. So what's the solution? Hustling isn't bad, but everything should have a limit. Create boundaries for yourself. Learn to stop working after a certain time. Remember, rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Finally, here's a joke. A man went to the doctor and said, "Doctor, I don't have time to rest." The doctor smiled and said, "Then you'll have to make time to rest in the hospital." Hustle culture teaches us to chase dreams, but in this process, we shouldn't lose ourselves. Dreams are fulfilled when we are awake, and being awake means balancing, taking care of yourself, and considering life not just as work, but as a beautiful journey. Chapter 3. The Productivity Paradox. We often hear that the more we work, the more successful we'll be. But does this really always work? Will our productivity increase the more we keep ourselves busy? This question has become the biggest productivity paradox of our time. Think about it. You worked hard all day, from morning until evening, but when you go to bed at night, you realize that you haven't accomplished anything significant. Somewhere, it all turned into a pointless race. This is the tangled framework of productivity. In today's world, we're emphasizing working smartly rather than working more. Understand the quality of work, don't just chase quantity. Once, the owner of a small startup said, "I worked all day, but when I thought about it in the evening, I realized I didn't produce any special results." This question arises in everyone's mind. If we're working, why aren't we seeing any results? The straightforward answer is that the method of working is wrong. Many times, we get so entangled in small tasks that we forget our bigger goals. The race continues, but the destination is never in sight. There's an interesting story where a man kept changing his path while leaving his house. His mind constantly told him that this path would be better, but in the end, he returned to the same path he had initially taken. This story teaches us that if we don't change our direction, our hard work will never give us real results. Nowadays, there's a big difference between have-to-do and want-to-do lists. The have-to-do list includes all the tasks we need to do under others' expectations and responsibilities, while the want-to-do list includes tasks that fulfill our own goals and desires. If we always focus on the have-to-do list, we'll just stay busy, but it won't affect our productivity. Ask yourself, is this work elevating me or diminishing me? On the other hand, we must also understand that productivity isn't just about saving time, but about how we use that time. Are we really utilizing that time in work that aligns with our purpose? If the answer is no, what's the benefit of our hard work? Here we can take an example. If you're wasting time doing the same thing repeatedly every day, it would be better to delegate that work to someone else or automate it. Smart work is where you spend your time only on things that are most important to you. Time is the most valuable, but learn to understand it. Ultimately, the solution to the productivity paradox is to work smartly rather than just being busy. Working harder doesn't necessarily bring more productivity. Only when you understand the right methods, right direction, and right purpose of work and do it accordingly will you experience real success and productivity. Everyone works, but the difference comes from smart work. Friends, some of our subscribers are also creators who make videos, and they always ask me, "Brother, how do you generate text to voice?" Please tell us about good software. So today I'll tell you about such AI software that has an all-in-one function called HitPa Edit Maker. Let me tell you how we can generate a good voice with this tool. First, open any Chrome browser and type Edit Maker, and then click on this link. As soon as you click, you'll see an interface like this. Click on Get Started for free and log in with your Gmail. After this, you'll see an interface like this, and it truly has many AI features such as screen recording, AI video generator, text-to-speech, AI after, and many other excellent AI features. We want to do text-to-speech, so we'll click on this. Now you're seeing many languages here. We click on one language. I clicked on English, and we need some text to convert to speech. So we go to ChatGPT and get some text from there. I've written, "Please give me a motivational short story." Friends, I'll copy this quickly. Now I paste it and generate the voice. I've selected this character and clicked on Generate. Now friends, the voice will be generated in a moment. Let's listen. Great oak tree and small bamboo grew side by side. Now I'll show you how to generate Hindi voice. And look, in just a few moments, it has created an excellent voice. Let's listen. Bass or oak cophead. Ek bar ki baat hai ek gan jungle, main ek vishal oak cophead, or ek chota ase, bass ped soth, main uji rahida. See friends, what an amazing voice. Now you can save it by clicking on the export option that appears at the top and use the voice. Friends, I've provided the link to this tool in my description. Go and use it. Chapter 4. The Power of Leverage. Have you ever noticed that some people accomplish in 24 hours what others can't do in weeks? Do they have magic? No, they have leverage, meaning using the right resources and strategies to achieve big results with less effort. Let's understand with a story. A farmer used to irrigate his fields every day by drawing water from the river. It took him hours of hard work daily. One day, he saw that his neighbor had installed an irrigation system that was delivering water to the fields automatically. The farmer who worked for hours was now outpaced by his neighbor who accomplished the same task with just the press of a button. This is the wonder of leverage. In today's world, leverage doesn't just mean machines or technology. It means properly utilizing your time, skills, and resources. To put it in poetic terms, when effort combines with understanding, then the real game of hard work begins. Now think why some people do the same work and become rich, while others remain stuck in a rut. It's because they leverage their time. For example, one writer works day and night writing a book, while another writer for his book along with audiobooks, workshops, and online courses create passive income. One author works hard, but another uses leverage with hard work. Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." Here's an interesting fact. Do you know that the world's richest people build their wealth by using other people's time and talent? This is called leverage, using others' skills and efforts to achieve your goals. But this doesn't mean you should exploit others. The right approach is to focus on collaboration with the right team, right technology, and right perspective. You can accomplish what seems impossible alone. Now, a joke. Two people were cutting wood in the forest. One said, "I've been cutting wood continuously since morning." The other replied, "And I've been sharpening my axe every hour. Now tell me, who will cut more wood?" Leverage doesn't just mean getting more work done, it means working smart. Share your talent with others, use technology, automate unnecessary tasks. The Pareto principle applies here. 80% of results come from just 20% of the right efforts. So why not find those 20% efforts in your life and leverage them? Finally, a truth. Those who try to do everything alone get tired, while those who enhance their strength with the help of others make history. Recognize the power of leverage. It will not only make your life easier, but will also give you heights you cannot even imagine. Chapter 5. Mastering Time Management. The Art of Managing Time. Understand the value of time. It's a priceless treasure. Living it properly is life's goal. Do you feel that even 24 hours in a day are not enough? Piles of work, incomplete deadlines, and personal life demands. All these expose our weakness in time management. But the truth is that our biggest problem isn't lack of time, but not using time correctly. In this chapter, we will learn how to manage time to make our lives organized and successful. Time management begins with setting priorities. Every day, there are numerous tasks before us. But is every task equally important? The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, states that 80% of results come from only 20% of efforts. Think about it. If you focus only on the 20% of tasks that are most effective, how much could you increase your productivity? Not every task needs to be completed. Doing the important ones first is the real victory. Now let's talk about time blocking. This is a technique where you determine every hour of your day in advance. Mornings for study, afternoons for office work, and evenings for spending time with family. When you set time for each activity, not only is your day organized, but your focus on work also increases. But is planning alone enough? No. Procrastination, the habit of postponing work, is the biggest enemy of our time. Often we think, we'll do it tomorrow, and that tomorrow never comes. The best way to avoid this problem is the 2-minute rule. This rule says that if something can be done in 2 minutes, do it immediately. This small habit can miraculously increase your productivity. If you postpone today's work for tomorrow, your dreams will also remain for tomorrow. Another important aspect of time management is avoiding digital distractions. Social media, phone notifications, and unnecessary emails waste so much of our time. We don't even realize it. If you want your time to be used correctly, learn to take digital breaks. The Pomodoro technique can be helpful, where you focus completely on work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. Additionally, daily reviews and weekly planning strengthen your time management strategy. Thinking at the end of each day about what you've achieved and what you can improve. Learn to manage the pace of time. Learn to live each moment on your terms. The most important thing is that time management doesn't just mean working, it means balancing every aspect of your life. Creating work-life balance is as important as working. When you make time for your family, friends, and yourself, your mental peace and happiness also increase. In the end, time management is a skill that everyone should learn. It's not just a habit, but a way to make life successful. When you learn to take your time into your own hands, success lies at your feet. Those who value time are the ones who make their dreams come true. Chapter 6. Smart Work versus Hard Work. Smart work or hard work? We've always heard that hard work is the key to success, but is this really true? If you work day and night, will you reach your destination? Or does it sometimes happen that you work a lot, but still don't get the results you expect? This is the game of smart work versus hard work, and this is the question that's revolving in everyone's mind these days. If we talk about hard work, it's always the same old style, working with your head down from morning till evening. But smart work means doing work that requires less effort but yields more results. Understand the method of hard work. Only then will you find the right path. There's a story. Once a farmer worked day and night in his field. He plowed the field, watered it, sowed seeds, but the crop wasn't as good as he expected. Then one day he sought advice from his friend. The friend said, "You're working so hard, but are you working the right way?" The farmer replied, "I've only done what my ancestors have been doing." Then the friend explained to the farmer that the right mix of hard work and intelligence is the real secret to success. The farmer continued his hard work, but now adopted a new method, considering weather conditions, soil quality, and the right method of irrigation. And that year his crop was the best. This story teaches us that hard work without the right direction is not always as effective. Smart work comes when you apply your efforts in the right way and in the right direction. Sometimes changing the path helps you reach your destination faster. You've often heard that time is money, but did you know that time well spent is even more valuable? A big difference is that in hard work, you try to finish a job by spending a large portion of time, whereas in smart work, you do more work in less time, and the quality of that work is also excellent. Here's another fun joke. 2 people set out in a boat to cross the same river. One person was paddling while the other was just enjoying the movement of the boat. The first person, tired, sat quietly and said, "Really, hard work doesn't work." The second one said, "I'm having fun. You have hard work, and I have the way." This joke teaches us that it's not enough to just work hard. It's more important to apply that hard work in the right way and in the right direction. Smart work doesn't mean avoiding hard work. It means using your hard work in the right and better way. If you work intelligently, you can achieve more in less time. Don't use force, work smart. In today's world, where time is the most valuable thing, smart work can be your biggest ally. The old method of hard work requires time and energy, but in smart work, you get a chance to save both and focus on more important tasks. Conclusion. So the next time you feel like working hard on something, remember that hard work is necessary, but applying that hard work in the right way is even more important. You can work hard, but are you working hard in the right direction? That will make the difference. Everyone works hard, but those who work smart win. Friends, a few days ago I uploaded a video where I talked about the Indian education system. Don't forget to watch this excellent video. It explains whether education has really been made into a business in a country like India, why students don't get jobs even after scoring more than 90%, and why children of politicians and millionaires study abroad. If you watch this video, I promise it will touch your heart and open your eyes. I have provided the link to this video in the description. Be sure to watch this video after watching this one. Let's now talk about Chapter 7. Chapter 7. The role of creativity and innovation. What is the biggest power in today's world? Is it hard work or smart work or something else that helps us achieve success? Creativity and innovation. These are the two things that help everyone reach their goals today. But what is the real meaning of these two? Is creativity just giving a new form to ideas? And is innovation just the name of bringing new ideas? Let's discuss this in depth. First, creativity doesn't just mean art or design. Creativity means seeing thinking from a new perspective. It is the ability that looks for new ideas beyond traditional thinking to find a solution to a problem. For example, if you want to make a boring page interesting, you don't just need to change the content, but present it in a different style. This is the real game of creativity. Change the thinking, and the world will change. New paths open themselves. While innovation is the idea that transforms into reality and takes the form of something useful. Once a person said to his friend, "I've thought of an idea that will change the world." The friend replied, "Very good. Then why did you just leave it at thinking? Are you thinking of actually doing it?" This is the difference between creativity and innovation. The first just thinks, the second implements it. When we talk about creativity and innovation, first it's important to understand that without these two, the success of any technology, science, or business in today's world is not possible. Just think, if Apple hadn't thought about the limitations of traditional mobile phones before inventing the iPhone, would we be living in this era of smartphones today? This was the thinking that came in the form of innovation and changed the world. Freedom comes from innovation. The same thinking changes the foundations of the world. The importance of creativity in our daily lives is not limited to just creating new things. It also helps improve our old habits and work methods. Do you believe that if we adopt the same old method every day, will any new result come? Absolutely not. Creativity is asking, can something new be done? And innovation is how that new method can be put to use. Nowadays, we see that the right mix of creativity and innovation plays a very important role in the success of any business or organization. From a small startup to a big business, if someone doesn't have new thinking and the desire for development, they will soon fall behind. The world cannot run on old methods. This is why even the smallest company wants to innovate and move forward with new thinking. Think new, do new, show the world your way. Sometimes creativity and innovation require taking risks. These risks can be dangers, failures, and difficulties, but until you face these risks, how will you discover new things? Think, if Thomas Edison had given up fearing failure on the journey of making the bulb, would we have the pleasure of electric light? This is the passion and thinking that gives power to creativity and innovation. Today, any big name we see in the world is unmatched in innovation. These people not only use creativity in their work, but also have the courage to take their thinking one step further and transform it into innovation. This is why they are capable of finding solutions to any problem. One who moves without thinking will never find a new direction. So can we also make creativity and innovation part of our lives? Absolutely. We just need to understand the real value of these two. Once we don't limit our thinking and search for new paths, we can achieve success anywhere in the world. New thinking will lead to new paths, new opportunities, and happiness every day. Truly, creativity and innovation are the fundamental powers that can change our world, and they teach us that if we want change in our lives, we just need to think in new ways and apply them in our lives. Chapter 8. Redefining Success, the Importance of Rest and Recovery. What does success mean? This question seems simple, but its answer is profound. Most of us have viewed success from a single perspective: a good job, big house, cars, and bank balance. But is this really success? Perhaps not. The real meaning of success can be different for each person. Once a poor fisherman was told by a big businessman, "You should catch more fish. This way you can earn money, then buy a bigger boat and gradually open a company." The fisherman smiled and asked, "Then what will happen?" The businessman said, "Then you can retire and live your life comfortably." The fisherman replied, "I'm already living my life comfortably." This story tells us that success holds different meanings for everyone. Don't run in life's race. Create your own destination. In today's world, people determine their success by others' definitions. If the neighbor has an expensive car, we want one too. If someone is enjoying vacations on social media, we want to do the same. But in this race, we lose our real happiness and identity. Redefining success means asking yourself, what do I really want? Here's a funny joke. A man said, "I have everything but happiness." The other replied, "Then buy happiness." The first one said, "Brother, happiness doesn't come on sale." The truth is that success isn't just in material things, but in moments that bring you joy. If you work day and night at the office, but can't spend a laughter-filled evening with your family, is that success? Understand yourself. Know yourself. There's a world bigger than dreams. In today's world, mental health and happiness have become new parameters of success. Many people now understand that earning money is necessary, but not everything can be bought with money. Even the world's richest people have said that real success is what brings peace and contentment within you. Another story comes to mind. Once a young husband asked Buddha, "What is success?" Buddha, pointing to a tree, said, "Look at this tree. It grows every day, but it's never proud of its height. It gives shade, gives fruit, and still remains humble." This is real success. Think about it. If success was just money and fame, how many rich people would be happy? But that's not the case. That's why the meaning of success is changing now. It has become focused on balance, happiness, and the positive impact you leave behind. Don't chase wealth. Search for happiness. Redefining success means understanding what the real purpose of your life is. Is it just to impress others, or to keep yourself happy? Success means different things for different people. For some, it's spending time with family. For others, it's doing work they love. In the end, success is a journey that doesn't start from outside, but from within. When you listen to your heart, then you determine your own definition. Chapter 9. The Future of Work, Automate and Delegate. The way of working is changing. Where once people worked for hours, now the same work can be done in minutes with technology and automation. The biggest question in today's time is, are we working in a smart way, or are we still following the old pattern? Think about it. If you have to do the same boring and repetitive work every day, would you be happy? Probably not. But if that same work can be done by a machine or software, and you get time to think creatively, wouldn't that be much better? One who values time understands how to make machines their ally. There's a story of a small businessman who automated all his accounting work. Earlier, he had to work for hours in Excel sheets, but now he just clicks once, and all the work is done in minutes. He used this time to focus on his new projects, and his business doubled. Technology gives us the opportunity to invest our time and energy in things that truly matter. Automation is not just a means to save time. It frees your mental capacity so you can become more innovative and creative. Make work easier. Take the help of machines. But automation alone is not enough. You can't do every task yourself, and that's why understanding the art of delegation is extremely important. Think about a team captain's job. Does he bowl every ball, take every catch himself? No. He recognizes the strengths of his players and assigns responsibility accordingly. Success comes to those who trust their team. Once a business coach said, "If you try to do everything yourself, you won't reach anywhere. But if you delegate the right work to the right person, success will be yours." Delegation means learning to trust instead of trying to keep everything under your control. Here's a funny joke. A boss told his employee, "Do such work that gives me rest." The employee replied, "All right, from now on I'll become the boss too." Automation and delegation not only make work easier, they give you the opportunity to become a leader. A good leader is one who recognizes others' abilities and uses them in the right direction. In the future, those who understand the power of automation and delegation will progress quickly. Technology is here to help us, not to scare us. It reminds us that time is the most valuable commodity, and we should invest it in things that truly matter. Reduce the burden of work, free your mind. Finally, the future of work means using technology, trusting your team, and focusing on things that are the real key to your success. Let machines do the work, and you spend your time fulfilling your dreams. Chapter 10. Redefining Success. Why hard work is overrated. What does success mean? This question seems simple, but its answer is profound. Most of us have viewed success from a single perspective: a good job, big house, cars, and bank balance. But is this really success? Perhaps not. The real meaning of success can be different for each person. Once a poor fisherman was told by a big businessman, "You should catch more fish. This way you can earn money, then buy a bigger boat and gradually open a company." The fisherman smiled and asked, "Then what will happen?" The businessman said, "Then you can retire and live your life comfortably." The fisherman replied, "I'm already living my life comfortably." This story tells us that success holds different meanings for everyone. Don't run in life's race. Create your own destination. In today's world, people determine their success by others' definitions. If the neighbor has an expensive car, we want one too. If someone is enjoying vacations on social media, we want to do the same. But in this race, we lose our real happiness and identity. Redefining success means asking yourself, what do I really want? Here's a funny joke. A man said, "I have everything but happiness." The other replied, "Then buy happiness." The first one said, "Brother, happiness doesn't come on sale." The truth is that success isn't just in material things, but in moments that bring you joy. If you work day and night at the office, but can't spend a laughter-filled evening with your family, is that success? Understand yourself. Know yourself. There's a world bigger than dreams. In today's world, mental health and happiness have become new parameters of success. Many people now understand that earning money is necessary, but not everything can be bought with money. Even the world's richest people have said that real success is what brings peace and contentment within you. Another story comes to mind. Once a young person asked Buddha, "What is success?" Buddha, pointing to a tree, said, "Look at this tree. It grows every day, but it's never proud of its height. It gives shade, gives fruit, and still remains humble. This is real success." Think about it. If success was just money and fame, how many rich people would be happy? But that's not the case. That's why the meaning of success is changing now. It has become focused on balance, happiness, and the positive impact you leave behind. Don't chase wealth. Search for happiness. Redefining success means understanding what the real purpose of your life is. Is it just to impress others, or to keep yourself happy? Success means different things for different people. For some, it's spending time with family. For others, it's doing work they love. In the end, success is a journey that doesn't start from outside, but from within. When you listen to your heart, then you determine your own definition. Redefine success and live it according to yourself. Make your dreams big, but keep your mind light. Listener, that's all for today's video, and I hope you've learned something new and better from this video. I hope you've liked this video. Friends, I believe that although liking may not mean anything to you, I'm telling you from my heart that making such videos takes both effort and time. If you like the video and comment, it makes us feel that our hard work has been useful to someone, and we'll continue making such videos. Let's meet in another excellent video. Until then, stay happy and always keep your family happy. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and please remember to subscribe to receive notification of upcoming recordings. See you in next video.